Hey guys, time for my week 4 picks of the NFL season. And before I get into that, let me give you guys an update on how I'm doing. Last week I went 10 and 6, nailing my upset for the third week in a row. So far, my record for the season, it's a pretty good record, 34, 13, and 1. So let's get into the games. Real quick, the teams that got the byes this week are the 49ers and the Jets. So if you're a 49ers or a Jets fan, you could either stay tuned to this video or I'll talk to you next week. Let's start with the Thursday night game. Philadelphia Eagles go to Green Bay to play the Packers. The Packers are a 4-point favorite. I have not yet gotten a Thursday night game correct this season, but I think it's going to change this week. The Packers will beat Philadelphia to stay undefeated. The Raiders go to Indianapolis to play the Colts. The Colts are a 6.5-point favorite. That's a pretty good spread there. The Colts, surprisingly, are 2-1. I didn't think they'd be at this level right now. I think the Colts are going to take this one. They'll go 3-1 in the season. The Titans go to Atlanta to play the Falcons. The Falcons are a 4-point favorite. This is a tough game to pick, honestly, because you could go either way. I'm going to go with Atlanta only because the Falcons are at home. They're a much better home team than they are a road team. The Washington Redskins go to New York to play the Giants. The Giants are a 3-point favorite. I think if Barkley was in this game, the point spread would be a little bit higher. It's going to be a very close game, but I see the Giants taking this one, going to 2-2 and forcing my Redskins to be 0-4. The Panthers head to Houston to play the Texans. Houston is a 4.5-point favorite. I'm going to take Houston to beat Carolina. The Chargers go to Miami to play the Dolphins. The Chargers, well, they're a 15.5-point favorite to beat the Dolphins this week, and you'd think Chargers are going to beat Miami. Well, they are. The Chargers will beat Miami. They will go to 2-2. Who knew this would be a very exciting, meaningful game early in the season? The 3-0 Chiefs go to Detroit to play the 2-0-1 Lions. The Chiefs, 6.5-point favorite, coming off a big win last week against the Baltimore Ravens. And the Lions coming off a huge win last week at Philadelphia. I like the Chiefs to take this one. Patrick Mahomes is on fire right now. I don't think he can be stopped at this point in time. Chiefs will take that one. Cleveland Browns go to Baltimore to play the Ravens. The Ravens are a 7-point favorite. This is a division game. We're starting to see that a lot here this week. And this is where my upset alert comes in, because I think the Cleveland Browns are going to beat Baltimore at home, and the Browns will go 2-2 on the season. One of the big games this week is in the AFC East. The New England Patriots go to Buffalo to play the Bills. Both teams are undefeated. Patriots are a 7-point favorite. This is going to be a tough test for Buffalo. I do see New England winning this one. New England will be the one that ends up staying undefeated. Tampa Bay goes to Los Angeles to play the Rams. The Rams are a 9.5-point favorite. The Rams defense is just going to eat Tampa Bay alive. Rams will win that one. Seahawks go to Arizona to play the Cardinals. The Seahawks are a 5-point favorite. I like the Seahawks to take this one. Arizona had a great chance to win last week against Carolina. Didn't do it. That was their best window for a win. Might not happen for a while. Seahawks will win this one. The matinee, the featured attraction of the late Sunday afternoon games, the Minnesota Vikings are at the Chicago Bears. The Bears are a 2-point favorite. Big game early in the NFC North. I like the Bears to take this one. Their defense was on fire Monday night, and they're probably going to be on fire again, just devouring Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. The Jacksonville Jaguars go to Denver to play the Broncos. The Broncos are a 3-point favorite to win this game. This is actually a tough game to pick. It's a lot tougher than you might believe. But I think Jacksonville's going to win this one. They're going to go on a winning streak here. Jaguars will win this one. Big Sunday night game, the Cowboys go to New Orleans to play the Saints. The Cowboys are a 2.5-point favorite. The Saints, off a huge win in Seattle last week, now host the undefeated Cowboys, national TV. Who knows? This could be a preview of the NFC Championship game. You never know. I like the Saints to beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys will suffer their first loss of the year. And finally, the Monday night game, another division game. The Cincinnati Bengals are at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams are 0-3. Somebody has to win, although technically they don't. It could end in a tie. Pittsburgh looks like the more complete team to me when you look at the Steelers and the Bengals. Pittsburgh more than likely should have won that game against San Francisco this past week. Steelers will get their first victory of the season. So, do you agree with my picks? Do you disagree with my picks? Leave a comment in the comment section below to tell me what you think of the picks this week. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you all next week.